Michael has come up with a brilliant strategy at MicroStrategy, and people are calling it a money glitch for a reason. Why? Because Michael has found a way to issue stock and make it immediately accretive for his shareholders. This is something that Wall Street is not used to. Normally you issue shares, you do a secondary, and it's usually dilutive unless you can do something very quickly to make to create some value for your shareholders. Well, what he does is he's borrowing money and buying Bitcoin with it. So just for instance, if he issues $100 million of stock and he buys $100 million of Bitcoin, the stock goes up $200 to $300 million in market value, and it's immediately accretive, not dilutive. And that's because people understand what he's doing. The people who are buying his stock understand what he's doing, and that he's creating this value for them, this underlying value for them. The other thing he's doing is he's issuing convertible debt. And he can do that, Charles, at near zero yield, or in the last one he did was $3 billion for 0% yield. Well, why can he do that? He can do it because the MSTR stock, his stock is volatile. And it's volatile because of the underlying holding, Bitcoin. But it's also volatile to the upside, which creates optionality for his buyers. And so he's able to issue these converts at almost zero yield because there's optionality for those hedge funds to buy that convert debt and trade around it, and then ultimately they'll look to convert it into the underlying stock, and they'll get value from that as well. Right. That there are hedge funds that are trying to arbitrage this, and that would be buying Bitcoin or buying Bitcoin futures and then shorting MicroStrategy, which I would say is a pretty dangerous strategy. I wouldn't be doing that myself. But the reason is what I just said, is that it's trading at a multiple because he's creating Bitcoin, underlying Bitcoin, by borrowing money against it. And as you go into the future, these shares will be worth more because of that underlying Bitcoin. Now, how long this goes on for, it's hard to say, but it can go on for a very long time. He's right now trading, if you take all the shares, dilute all of them out, and assume that every single share is converted from all those converts, he's trading at about a 2.7 multiple of shares, the share price to the underlying Bitcoin. Where that ultimately goes, I mean, he thinks he has a lot of runway here. Yeah. He can do this. He's talking about buying up to 1 million Bitcoin, and he's got 400,000 right now. I think that the ego sometimes betrays you. I dismissed it twice in my career, Charles, and I've been on Wall Street for a long time, for 30 years. And I just outright dismissed it. I didn't do the work. And I think a lot of these people are either not doing the work or refusing to admit that they're wrong. I mean, the reality is that Bitcoin is extremely a rapidly growing network that's operated continuously since 2013, processed over 1 billion transactions, maintaining over 11 years of uninterrupted service. The network is secured by 175 terawatt hours of power per year. That's the equivalent of 20 nuclear reactors running continuously. So if you just put it simply, the Bitcoin network is a fortress of digital power that's nation-state level resistant and growing stronger every day. And that's why we're invested in it.
Welcome back to the channel. That was James Lavish, former hedge fund manager, talking about why he's investing in MicroStrategy, why he's so excited about Bitcoin. And I'm going to be getting into some MicroStrategy and Bitcoin news today. Aaron from the Bitcoin Bros here. Like and subscribe. We have new Bitcoin, crypto, and MicroStrategy videos coming out every single day. Check this one out to the end. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. We can see Ben Workman. He's saying with 402,000 Bitcoin now that MicroStrategy has on their balance sheet, they have a market value of around $38.4 billion at around current prices. It's a 25% leverage ratio. So he's saying that MicroStrategy could handle up to $9.6 billion in convertible debt. This means they could take on $2.3 billion while staying slightly below the 25% target, or bump up to $3 billion and be at around 26.7%. So the ATM could bring that usage down a little bit. So it is looking like MicroStrategy could be filing for some more convertible debt to buy Bitcoin very, very soon. So watch out for that. We can see MicroStrategy here trading at $380 at the close in the market. So went down around 2% today. Pretty boring price action. So a great time to get into MicroStrategy. We hit that high a couple weeks ago at 530. Now we're down to 380. A buy the dip opportunity there. And also check out our affiliate link for MooMoo. You can sign up. You can trade MicroStrategy options. You can trade MicroStrategy, any other stock. And they also have crypto and Bitcoin. Check it out. Link will be in the pinned comment section. And when you sign up, you're going to get some free stocks with that. So check that out. And also check out our Patreon. We're building a private community. And if you guys join, it really helps out the channel. So appreciate you if you check that out in advance. And then from Saylor here. So Mara has upsized its bond to $850 million plus $150 million option. So it's looking like Marathon's going to be getting $1 billion to buy more Bitcoin to put it on their balance sheet. Saylor and MicroStrategy are not the only ones doing this anymore. Marathon has joined the party. So it's going to be interesting to see how much Bitcoin can Marathon get. Can they get to that 100K mark? That's something we got to watch out for. And then another reason why MicroStrategy shares are so valuable, comparing it to IBIT here. If you have $80,000 of IBIT shares, you can sell 50% out of the money calls for around $300 of income per month. If you do the same thing with MicroStrategy, you can generate nearly $7,000 per month currently. This thing is literally in orders of magnitude more valuable to option sellers. So this just makes the share more valuable. This is why people really want to own MicroStrategy, because you can do things like this. So the volatility creates these very expensive options, and this also helps out MicroStrategy as more traders want to get in and trade options on MSTR because of the volatility. It's not just because of the Bitcoin on the balance sheet, but I mean the Bitcoin on the balance sheet plays into the volatility, obviously. So it's all just kind of working together. And it's just another reason why MicroStrategy is so valuable. And then to get into some indicators and some charts here. So this is seasonality for MicroStrategy. Normally, seasonality in December is actually pretty negative for MicroStrategy. So it looks like it's bearish here. So you could be watching out for a neutral to bearish MicroStrategy for the month of December. Obviously, indicators aren't always correct, but it's just something to watch out for there. And this is something that I thought was really interesting. You look at the search terms over on Google for the YouTube search. You can see crypto, Bitcoin, and MSTR. Crypto is actually at 100 over the past 12 months. Bitcoin's only at 30, and MSTR is at 2. So a lot of people searching crypto right now. And I think we're getting a lot of retail investors in crypto. I mean, if you look at the top 100 cryptos over here on CoinMarketCap, you can see XRP is up 12% over the past 24 hours, up 85% over the past 7 days. You got Cardano up here 30%. You got Chainlink up here 30%. Litecoin's up here 36%. It looks like we're back in like 2017, 2018 with these cryptos blasting off. And I just personally don't see the value in XRP. If you disagree, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. But I compare it to like a Solana or Ethereum. I see value in Ethereum. A lot of people use it. I see value in Solana. You got the DEXs and people trading meme coins and all the activity that goes on over there and all the decentralized applications. I just don't see it with XRP. So I'm not sure why this is going on. I think it's just retail traders getting in. So I think retail is definitely black, and I think they're diving down the rabbit holes right now, trying to get into these cryptos early. I think people really think that XRP is going to $10,000, but I think we may see more people dive down the Bitcoin rabbit hole and then eventually dive into the MicroStrategy rabbit hole. That's something we could see over the next year, just, potentially. And then BlackRock, they bought 3,500 BTC. They're now over the 500K mark. Saylor is chasing right behind them. It's going to be interesting to see the flipping between MicroStrategy and IBIT. I do believe it's coming. But both of these parties, MicroStrategy and BlackRock, are going to continue to stack more BTC. And Fidelity also bought 265 Bitcoin today. So the ETFs buying up Bitcoin, definitely good to see there. And then to look at just some TA here, we have a potential head and shoulders playing out here for MicroStrategy. So if you are into TA, that looks pretty bearish. But TA is all about perspective. I'm sure you could find some bullish patterns in there as well. And this is from another MicroStrategy YouTuber. Shout out to them. I thought this was pretty good. You can see here that when we're around 2x NAV, retail starts to buy, the price starts to go up, and then Saylor starts to tap the ATM at around 3x NAV. So we could see a potential buy the dip opportunity here because we're getting closer to that 2x NAV multiple before we're getting back up to the 3x NAV multiple, especially if Bitcoin decides to go up on this move to the upside. that could be absolutely bullish. But that is all I had for today's video. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a great rest of your day.